Welcome back to another video of practicing English comprehension. The most effective way to learn English really is by listening to native speakers speak the language. My name is Jacob. I'm a native English speaker. I make these videos to help people who are learning English by providing content from a native English speaker such as myself, doing different interesting things. But I try to speak in a clear way. I don't speak necessarily slowly, but I try not to mumble my words so that you guys can slowly understand more English as you go on. Comprehensible input is all about exposing yourself to a little bit to more words and phrases that you might not understand, but maybe you understand 80 or 90% of this video, and by watching more, you slowly start to expand your vocabulary and expand your knowledge of the English language. I think one of the biggest struggles for people learning English is it's overwhelming how much content there is. You don't know what to necessarily choose when you start to learn the language. Do you start with a movie? Do you start with a TV series? Well, my goal is to provide different variety for you guys every day, so you can come to my channel whenever you want to improve your English, and there will always be stuff for you to watch. So today I'm in downtown Chicago. It's a beautiful July summer day. Everybody's out. Everybody's having fun, and I got my Starbucks coffee. This is like a pina colada. It has boba in it too. But today I wanted to talk about something, weight loss. It's something a lot of us deal with, being overweight, health struggles, things like that. I personally am on a weight loss health journey. I've been overweight for a few years, and recently, over the last month, I've gotten into the gym. I started to work out. I'm training my muscles. I'm doing cardio, I'm doing strength training, I'm doing things like that. But I want to talk a little bit about my history with my weight, because I think it's a problem a lot of people deal with. And if you're learning English, there's a likelihood that you want to have the vocabulary to deal with this topic as well. So first, being overweight, being fat. I will say fat has a kind of a negative connotation in English. If you call yourself fat, people probably, they might say like, oh, you're not fat, because it sounds bad, right? They want to assure you that you're not that way. But I would say definitely don't call other people fat, because it will come across offensive and you will likely not make any friends that way. It's kind of, at least in the United States, it's sort of a subject where you don't talk about other people's weight, whether they're underweight or overweight. It's not really a subject that you should broach, because it's not your business, to be honest. It's similar to money. People here don't like to talk about salaries. They don't like to talk about their money. It's just a little bit of a touchy subject. And a touchy subject just means something that is kind of taboo. It's kind of, you should shy away from speaking about it. But I like to be open. If it's coming from someone talking about their honest experience, then it's, you have every right to listen to that and make your opinions off of that. So I've been overweight pretty much since I was a teenager. I'm 27 years old now. About 2 years ago, I was taking Wegovy, which is like a GLP-1 weight loss medication that you inject. And I did it for 8 months. I lost 25 pounds, which, don't ask me what that is in kilos. I'm not exactly sure what it equates to. And then I ended up switching jobs. And because of that, I lost my insurance for about a couple months, and I lost my access to the medication. If you're not familiar, in the United States, a lot of our medical insurance is tied directly with our employer. So if you lose a job, you might lose your health insurance as well. I think in the majority of other countries, your health insurance is more so tied to like the government, and it's like a benefit that the government provides you, but that's not the case in most circumstances here in the United States. So I got off the medicine because I lost access to my insurance, and I gained the weight back plus more. I probably gained almost 40 pounds, and I never got back on it. I could get back on it because it honestly did help me, but the one thing holding me back, the one thing that made me decide not to get back on the medication, is I didn't want to be dependent on it for the rest of my life. With this type of medicine, you kind of need to take it forever or you will gain the weight back, like I learned when I got off the medicine and I gained the weight back. And so I really want to find a way to lose the weight myself and to get in a healthier state by my own terms, because I want it to be something that I can control. And I think about myself in the future when I want to travel to different countries and different places. What if I don't have access to this medication? But this medication you have to refrigerate. You only get like a 4-week supply at a time. So if you leave the country for longer than that, you might not have it. So yeah, I just am kind of trying to figure it out myself, little by little. I think the gym thing is going well. I've been going to the gym for the last 4 weeks, mostly with my roommate. Um, the thing that I struggle with the most is the diet. The diet is really hard to hold down. It depends on what type of food you eat. It depends on if you overeat, and that has always been my problem, the overeating. So that's kind of my journey. Those are some words you can use if you're talking about your own weight loss journey in in English. Let me know in the comments below if it's something you struggle with, and if you need more words, let me know. I can provide some definitions for you in the comments below. But thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to learn more English.